All right, family. We black again. It's the Truth Hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace official. General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, and hoodies. African and Kemetic jewelry, 20% off at this time. Everything on the site, KingSeti.com, 20% off at this time. Holistic tonics and remedies. We also have home decor accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, bathroom, and every other room. We got something for you. Check us out, kingseti.com. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 900 videos on African history, heritage, mental warfare, nation building, spirituality. We got you. Advanced African academics developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarasun Seti website. All the links are down in the video description. Click them links and begin to think. Seti keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube, are so exquisite that I keep it for my Patreon family. That's right. And so we have over 150 exclusive live streams going live tomorrow with some fire. You see what I'm saying? Fire. You see, so become a patron today. 5 tiers, but no matter what tier you choose, you gon' eat. And you know that to be the truth. Patreon General Seti. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. You will be up out of there. Boop. All right, family. Keeping it going. And, I had to weigh in on this one. Because I had been getting on ASAP Rocky not too long ago. Ain't that a trip? And here we go again. You see, here we go again. And so, a lot of people's is up in arms, and because they see this magazine as an infeminization of the male, it shows Rihanna in charge. She's in charge, and got the woman out front. And a lot of people seem to be up in arms about this. And, this is my take on it. Because they act like ASAP Rocky was some fucking He-Man or something, and they just buck broke this nigga. This nigga did want more dresses than Rihanna. You understand what I'm saying? Listen. You see, this shit is scripted. This shit been scripted. Yeah, we know what image, but the nigga already been playing that part. He's already been playing that part. You see, and so again, we see what it is. When you talk about the Willie Lynch, it tell you, when you break, you take that stallion out there, you even separate them. You separate the stallion. You understand from the mare, which is the female horse. You see, and you take his ass out there, and and you don't even let them even come in close proximity unless they mating. You understand what I'm saying? And once that's taken, you take his ass back on out there. You understand what I'm saying? And and you keep that, if you got a young boy and shit, you keep him up under his mama. You see, and you take, and you take her, and you whatever is infused in her, she gonna infuse into the young boy. You understand? To break them. You see, so that they broke, they gonna follow mama. You see what I'm saying? And so, why am I saying that? Because he's already been broke. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't no nigga that just stepped, no He-Man, nigga stepping up. This nigga, I got the nigga on here. You see, and I got on his ass because this nigga wear dresses every other day. This nigga wear dresses every other day. You see? You know, and so you got to understand, you know, what this shit is. And not only do this nigga be wearing, he be wearing all type of feminine shit, man. You know, wait a minute, look, where's this shit at? And you know, this is where they're going with it. You got, you know, this is every bit of goddamn Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, so this nigga, I mean, this nigga got head wraps on, nigga. That shit my grandma used to wear. You know what I'm saying? Type of head wraps and shit. I used to see my grandma wear shit like that. You know, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You know, and so he, you know, he wearing all type of them, you know, clogs and shit, and and dresses and shit. You know, so he not no he man. You know, even that, you know, maybe I'm saying he ain't no real, soldier. You know what I'm saying? That didn't just, and so he was already fit to play the part. Real talk. You see? And motherfuckers, and see, the thing is what it boiled down to. Because even when we start talking about this reparation shit, and I just tell niggas just like this, because these other niggas is weak. They not gonna say what need to be said. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to what been done to our people in this motherfucking country, ain't no motherfucking ain't no talk. You see? Real, this is really what it boiled down to. You know what I'm saying? Because they done too much, to our, let's deal with the manhood thing. Because we a lot of time niggas, I hear niggas out there and they address the woman. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's about proper masculinity. You know what I'm saying? It's about that, nigga. And you have to understand that, this is, when you look at America is, when you think about the animal nature, you see, it's only gonna be one big dog in the yard. You see, it's only gonna be one big dog in the yard. Now, it might be two motherfuckers that might think they the big dog, but they gonna get it on until it's a motherfucking outright winner. It ain't gonna be two most dominant masculine energies moving in any sphere at one time. You see, it's not gonna be that way, and it never will be that way. You see? And so, when you think about it, when you think about a lion and shit, motherfucker, this is my territory, motherfucker. Ain't gonna you come on here, it's going down. And so that's how it is. And when you think about even in the world, when you dealing with the races and shit, you know what I'm saying? If you come and you got 4 and 5 different races in society and shit, it's still the same way. You see, it's going to be one dominant masculinity. You see, that's it. They ain't know what I'm saying. They ain't going, and so when you think about this society, they see, they see the white man as the dominant. You see, that's what they see. And any motherfucker trying to, to claim, they're just, it's going to be a battle, but there ain't no battle from these niggas, ain't no battle. Because they don't understand the laws of nature and shit. And then just a lot of niggas are just punks and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers just punks. I always use the I say, because they did, when they hung our brothers. You see what I'm saying? They severed, our brothers, a lot of our brothers phalluses. And that was, a symbol where, it was an attack on black masculinity, the manhood. You understand what I'm saying? To sever his manhood. You see? And so and they would take this shit home, take it home for souvenirs and shit. You see, ain't no telling what the fuck they did, with it. You know what I'm saying? But that just like, I used to see, when you see earlier pictures of King Tut, when he came out the damn tomb, he had he had his phallus and shit. Real talk. It was still there. You see, and now it ain't there no damn more. You see what I'm saying? It didn't went missing. So, You know, that's a symbolic of snatching a motherfucker masculinity and snatching his manhood. And so, you know, when you think about what they done, and that's why I say why do people think that they would, you know, if motherfuckers know the truth or the reality of what they done to our people, why would you think a motherfucker, you know, would give you the power, man? Nobody forgive no shit like that. Ain't nobody forgiving no shit like that. Nobody's forgiving no shit like that at all. I won't. I don't give a fuck what you niggas do. I won't. And that don't mean I'm unnecessarily. I play cards, you know, and like I say, when it's my turn, it's my turn. You understand what I'm saying? Until it's my turn, I wait. You see what I'm saying? But I know who I am. You motherfucker, you ain't gonna take my motherfucking manhood. Because I see what you up to. I didn't see what you didn't try to accomplish. And a lot of these niggas have voluntarily just gave it up. You see, and that's why we are in the predicament we in, you know, because a lot of people out here, they think, number one, that we, you know, because, you know, we still, a lot of niggas is into this inclusion of Americanism. And so they concept of what's necessary is to compete. I'm not here to compete with no motherfucking body. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here to compete. You see what I'm saying? Either we gonna dominate or we ain't gonna. We out the game. You see what I'm saying? That's where we lose. You see what I'm saying? Whatever we in, if it's about economics in our motherfucking community, it ain't about no competition. No, get the fuck out of here. That's what it's about. It's about domination. And see, we fail because the thing is, let me tell you something. When you start to and come into your masculinity, you see what I'm saying? And and people, and you got that, people say you could be masculine. No, masculine and manhood is like goddamn spirit and body. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because your masculinity is your drive. You know, the manhood aspect is your refinement. You see your refinement of your ideals and your actions, but that masculinity is your raw motherfucking energy. You see what I'm saying? That's that raw motherfucking energy. Where the manhood aspect is your refinement of, and your ideals, and you understand in your actions and shit. Where you understand your masculinity and you understand your role. You see what I'm saying? And move with morals and strategy. You see, and dignity and shit. That's the manhood aspect. But the drive, the raw motherfucking drive. See, that's your masculinity. You see what I'm saying? So that's just like body and, you know what I'm saying? Body and soul, they go together. You see what I'm saying? And see that when you got that raw motherfucking masculinity and shit, it's automatically gonna drive you, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? To dominate. You see? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that it is when you look out in the universe. Ain't no motherfucking, but it's to dominate. Somebody got to take their ass up out of here. Ain't nobody like, no, nigga, we gonna let you know. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. That's how that go. And because we done lost our masculinity, that drive to dominate. It ain't about no competition. That's where they fooling y'all niggas out there. They talking about we should compete. We can't. No, in our own fucking system, you ain't gonna compete in no another motherfucker system. See, that's where they fooling your ass. Because if a motherfucker set it up, ain't no way, motherfucker, you gonna beat me, nigga. And I got all the motherfucking cars. Ain't no way you gonna beat me, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking way you gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the illusion that somehow motherfucker gonna let you compete in their goddamn system and outdo them. What motherfucker gonna do that, man? I don't know no motherfucker that dumb. You look at any motherfucking nation in the world and you watch power. And power is always exchanged by force. Some of these despot motherfuckers, look at goddamn Trump. Look what the fuck he tried to do. You understand? He was so in, his lust for power and his lust, the thought of not having power. You see, he called the motherfucker to go out there and do what the fuck he did and shit. You see what I'm saying? But power, power make you do it. And when you taste it and you understand what it feel like, you don't want to lose power. You understand what I'm saying? And when sometimes it'll drive a motherfucker erratic. You see what I'm saying? If they don't, it'll drive a motherfucker erratic to make, flagrant moves and shit that, that they can't back up. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers know it better than other people. And so when they, they can hold it for a very long, long time. You see what I'm saying? They can and pass that shit down to their sons. And you can see over there in North Korea how they done that shit for like 3 generations. And they showing this man, now he's bringing his daughter out there, Kim, whatever his name, Kim Jong, whatever his name is. And this motherfucker bringing his daughter out because he's grooming her. And so he's been, his grandfather was a despot. His father was a despot, and he's a despot, and the goddamn daughter gonna be one too. And so they pass that shit down. They understand power. You understand what I'm saying? They know how to keep that shit. Power is never given away. Ain't nobody gonna, especially them motherfuckers that know what it is, and they already, they understand and put all the parameters in place to maintain control, and they got ears every motherfucking where. As soon as they hear a motherfucker talking about, you understand what I'm saying? That's just like the motherfucking North Korea start getting rid of brothers, uncles and shit. They don't even see them motherfucker on the camera one day. They ain't seen the motherfucker in 3 years. The motherfucker didn't disappear. Got rid of their ass. Get them on up out of the way. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is, we have to understand is that, our masculinity and nigga, our manhood and all, you understand what I'm saying, has been severed since, being in this society. Niggas ain't nigga because look what you got hanging over your head, nigga. You see, look, you got all your ancestors, and we all we do is talk about how they done hung them, how they done severed our ancestors and shit and mutilated them. You see? Sick dogs all on the men, women, and children. And it'd be hard for me to think, and I let that shit run through my mind, and I be seeing pictures, and and I see our brothers, sisters, and and the babies, and they running with their babies, and you know what I'm saying, and and I see it in my mind, and I see the dogs, and they got packs of dogs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just rush in there on them. And you know what I'm saying? And so, it just go on and on and on and on. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't know about no, you see, this is a compete. See, that's bitch shit. That show you right there. Ain't no motherfucking competition. Ain't no motherfucking competition. Ain't no competing or no nothing. You see what I'm saying? We have to get back into our masculinity where we dominate what is ours. You see, we must. And I don't give a fuck what nobody else you nigga, you was done for. The fact that niggas have turned back on their masculinity is why you seeing an epidemic of these, these sugar, full of sugar ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? This is why you seeing this shit. And the more you make excuses about that, you see what I'm saying? The more this epidemic is going, is going to grow like a fucking a snowball rolling down a fucking hill. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got to turn back from all that shit and understand that there is a war that's being waged. You see what I'm saying? Whether you understand it or not, there's a war that's being waged on your ass. You see what I'm saying? And you had to cut all that shit out your head. What you hearing, motherfuckers? You nigga, when you the beast, nigga, when you the lion, motherfucker, you don't hear shit. You see? You know what I'm saying? You the lion, and you on the battlefield, nigga. You don't hear shit but you. You see? And because if you listen to society, they'll talk you out your masculinity. You see, oh man, y'all don't want to do that. You don't want nigga, listen, you at the edge, nigga. They playing you. They playing you. You see, they playing your ass into the finality of what you see going on right now. You see, and just imagine. You see what this shit look like now. Imagine what it's gonna look like in just 5 years. Just imagine. Just imagine what's going on. You look at what you got in the White House. You got them, they up there, they swinging. You understand what I'm saying? This man kissing this woman, the damn vice president husband, and damn Biden wife fucking tongue kissing in the goddamn at the State of the Union speech. His damn son is a fucking maniac pervert. He's a damn pervert. They got pictures of him, you know, all on little girls and shit, and they all on camera and shit, and they looking and shit, looking crazy at him and shit. And so you can see the moral state. And so you got to come up out of that, nigga. This is what's happening. And so to sum it up, when you know, what I say is, you know, the white man, he got your nuts hanging, you know, hanging up over his fireplace. You see, he do. And he daring you to come get them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? He daring you to come get it. And that's why they, you know, they continue to do what they do on a regular basis. You see, and because you in a demoralized state anyway. If you in a fucking demoralized state and you running and you turn tail on this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And then turn tail on this motherfucker instead of locking arms. And nigga, ride it out. You know, and a lot of people think when we say this that we just mean just going, no, what we're saying is first and foremost, if it got to come down to that, you see, if a motherfucker start open warfare on our people, yes, we must stand up, and I will state that. You see what I'm saying? But it starts in the mind. We can start in our economics. We can dominate first and foremost in our own community, which we should. You see what I'm saying? We should do that. You understand? Especially when you can look out here and you see all our men and our women and shit, they looking, you know, especially the niggas. You know what I'm saying? I must state that. You see what I'm saying? Well, motherfucker just out here and shit, you know what I'm saying? Roaming the goddamn streets and all, you know, with no outlook on life other than damn staying in the street. Nigga been in the streets forever. That's no way the fuck out of this, nigga. That's no way out of this shit. You see what I'm saying? There's no way out of this shit. We have to do, you know, what is demanded of us first and foremost. You understand what I'm saying? And put these motherfuckers up out of our goddamn community. You understand what I'm saying? That's real fucking talk. And that go for all over the goddamn planet. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to the continent, when it comes to South Africa, when it comes to any god, you can see even how Zahid Hawass and shit, you know, how they try to play the card on Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just feel that they could beast up on the nigga. Even though they got all type of goddamn white people that say some of the same shit and they don't talk about putting their ass out of nothing. You see what I'm saying? Or canceling them or any of that shit. You see what I'm saying? They only play that card because they feel that, you know, no matter how much money you is, you's a nigga. And you lesser than that, they don't respect us. You know what I'm saying? Because other peoples around the world, at least they fight. If a motherfucker, you know, do something to their people, they fight. You know what I'm saying? They put up a fight, you know, a physical motherfucking fight. You see what I'm saying? And yes, it's going down, but they understand what will happen if they do not put up a fight. They know they're going to run their ass through. You understand? It's going to be far worse than if they don't fight. That's real talk. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's about, you know, that African masculinity infusing manhood. Because some motherfuckers consider manhood, you know, dressing up like a Cro-Magnon. That ain't what the fuck I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? No, I don't want to hear none of that neither. You see what I'm saying? Let our own masculinity to lift our families up and put them without, and put them in and we must do that. You see what I'm saying? We can't expect the woman or the children or none of that to do. We must do that. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something, ain't nothing like a lion, nigga. You see what I'm saying? So if you was a lion and your masculinity is driving, your African masculinity is driving your African manhood, then the women gonna follow you, nigga. You ain't got to, worry about that. You see what I'm saying? And the ones that's gonna fall off, they're gonna fall off. You understand? Just like the niggas, the ones but once you start driving and pushing and doing what's necessary to bring your family into the state of prosperity and shit by any means necessary, everything gonna fall into alignment. Any other plan, nigga, is gonna fail. I can guarantee you that. Niggas chasing the dream is over. You understand? Motherfuckers trying to chase this America. These motherfuckers, elite motherfuckers, is getting what they can. They grabbing what they can. The rest of this shit about to crash. It's already crashing and shit. You understand what I'm saying? They doing it all over the world. And so it's gonna, those is gonna be those who have, and it has always been that way. But there's a changing of, of that, the elitism is changing, the power structure is changing, and it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that's just gonna be left behind in this shit. You see what I'm saying? If your aspirations is the American dream, you is in trouble. You see what I'm saying? You is in trouble because it's over. It's no more dreaming, nigga. It's all straight nightmares and shit for niggas and shit. And everybody else, and they understand that shit. You see what I'm saying? What goes up must goddamn come down, and it's coming down. And so what you have, but regardless to any of that, in any era, it don't give a fuck whatever it is. Let your masculinity to dominate. See, you got to dominate yours. You ain't got to dominate nobody else's, but you must dominate yours. You see what I'm saying? And not dominate in meaning to, brain, some evil rule over your peoples and shit like that. No, you are a fortress, nigga. You to secure your family, your nation, your community. You see what I'm saying? Let motherfuckers know, not over here. You see what I'm saying? You take that shit on over there. Get your ass up out of here and be real about it. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes these motherfuckers will come down in your neighborhood. They think they could talk to you stupid anywhere because they do not respect your masculinity and your manhood. And you got to have both of them motherfuckers. You got to have black masculinity. Because, I'll be saying African. A lot of people don't say black. Yes, I do. I love black. You know what I'm saying? I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because black is an energy. You see what I'm saying? They don't want motherfucker. Black is an energy. African is our continental identity. Black is our frequency and shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's that raw energy, that raw carbon energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like that lava, when that motherfucking, it busts through the goddamn volcano and shit, and that magma and shit. You see what I'm saying? It's the creative force of all things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that black masculinity. You understand? As the energy source of your manhood. You see, you just can't have manhood because what the fuck is man? That's you out here like the Cro-Magnon and shit with your little briefcase and shit. Your little suits and shit, and you think you're gonna compete in this world and shit. And like I said, understand power. Ain't nobody gonna let you come in today and do better than them. I wouldn't let it happen to him. If I was in control, do you think I would allow a motherfucker to come into my people's nation and do better than my people? Huh? You think what kind of leader is you, nigga? This ain't no free for all, nigga. This ain't no free for all. If I wrote a Bible, and you open up the first book, you know what the first verse would be? My people always eat. You see, my people always eat. You see, they always, chapter 1, verse 1, my people always eat and get full. You see, you understand what I'm saying? They got to get full. You understand what I'm saying? Rule, verse 1. That's how I'm gonna start writing my book. You see, you don't come in here. Nigga, ain't no table, ain't no place at the table. You see, because I know in the scheme of things, you could get your shit over there where you at. You see, it's no necessity for you to come over here, motherfucker, and try to take from mine. It's no necessity. You can go get yours over there. So why the fuck is you over here? You see, it ain't, the universe didn't create you, nigga, to eat and survive off of me. And if it did, then that must mean I got to deal with you. Because it's never one way. It's always, you understand, we combatants. You see, that's the only way it's gonna be. You see what I'm saying? So if you think that your survival is based on you taking away from our babies, our women, our elders, you see, you got to understand that. It's no necessity for that. They could take their ass right on over there in their own society and eat, but they don't want to do it. You see, because all the world been eating off of us, and they fat, they bellies is busting. You see, they used to just glutton and shit. You understand what I'm saying? They've been used to glutton and eating, and bellies is full, over full. You see what I'm saying? This is what they used to. You see, and so you got to take that from them. It's only right. You got to take all of that back, and you have to give it to your babies. You got to give it to your family. You got to give it to your community and your nation, and you cannot make a goddamn, and is no apologies for that. There's no apologies for that. You see what I'm saying? There's no apologies for that. So when I look at this, and we go back, I go all the way back, and I'm gonna move to this last presentation. This is not, the universe is in divine order. You see, the laws have already been laid out. You see, for the betterment of harmony, you see, and order. You see, and it's not about better. You see, it's about order. It's about sequence. You see, and so we all have our proper, places in the universe. And in that place, we are so magnificently glorious. You see, it's not like if the man is in his position and the sisters in their position, the universe have divinely blessed each one of us that we are magnificently glorious in our own place in the order. So there's no need to come out the order. There's no need to come out the order. The order is glorious. You see, as you can see, even down through the ages, you see, it was glorious in its proper sequence and order. And so coming out of that, it's an unnatural state. You see, it's an unnatural state. You understand? And once you start doing unnatural things, then the universe is not going to move with you. You see, it's not going to move with you. It's going to fail. You see, it's gonna fail. So you have to always move in the nature of the universe, the laws that have already been laid. You see, and so this nigga supposed to be in the front. You understand what I'm saying? Chewing motherfuckers' chest, the meat off a motherfucker chest bone. You understand what I'm saying? In defense and protection. You see what I'm saying? Never, the sisters is in the front. No, not, and it ain't, and it's not a disrespect because you know what I'm saying. What's up front? You supposed to have, your family, protected in a fortress. You see, ain't no out front and shit like that. And that doesn't mean that the glory is not there, because you can go to ancient Egypt and the glory, I mean, damn near 90% of the veneration was of the sisters. You know what I'm saying? So we not gonna get away from that. You see? And so today niggas got this, the fact that you're denying it's not competition, it's combat. You see, that's really what it boils down to. Is combat in any, confrontation amongst species and shit. It's gonna be combat. It's not gonna be, it's only gonna be one dominant masculinity. And every other motherfucker that's on the yard gonna expect to fall back. You see, in any way, and so that's what you're seeing. Niggas is falling back, and then, some motherfuckers might try to and flex and shit, and yeah, and you supposed to flex, but you understand what I'm saying? He gonna come. You see what I'm saying? And so to show that he's the dominant. So any type of people talking about any other anything other than being a combatant and dominating your own sector, your own community, your own family, they playing your ass, nigga. They playing your ass, and you keep on, falling for this game, nigga. You gonna see, and you can see what's happening. So, you can already see what the next generation, they already been programmed to fall right in line with that. And so this is their way of diffusing any type of combatant. They don't want no combatant. They don't want you competing. You understand what I'm saying? But, and it's not about competing, because we're not competing for our families and our communities. Fuck that. We're not competing. We're dominating in our own region, and that's what it must be. And you must use your masculinity to fuel that. See, you must, not to be just manhood, because to manhood, do it, go to church and, man, come on, man. Miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your masculinity up, nigga. And so I'm gonna end like this. Once and I tell this over and over again. When I'm used to working out, right? I'm used to working out. I'm used to having a nice little bench press. You know what I'm saying? I like feeling a certain kind of way. You feel what I'm saying? And it be some years, most years I'm on. You see, most years I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I got that 2 1/4 on there, and as long as I got that 2 1/4 on there, you understand what I'm saying? I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? If I'm rapping out on that shit and I got that 2 1/4, yeah, I'm gonna go up. But long as I can get that 2 1/4 on there, and I'm feeling pretty good. Now it be years and shit, when I ain't, I ain't got started yet. You know what I'm saying? And I can feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling kind of inadequate. You see, you be feeling a little inadequate and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm lifting and shit and I'm real strong, you know what I'm saying? You know how I feel? I be looking at motherfucker, I be like, man, I wish a nigga would. Nigga, I wish you would, nigga. Nigga, I'll pop your motherfucking your arm like a toothpick, nigga. Come on with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what that weight make you do. You understand what I'm saying? It get, it just fuel. You know what I'm saying? Your masculinity. You know what I'm saying? And your motherfucking manhood. You see what I'm saying? So, but when I ain't feeling, and I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do, and I reach up there and I feel my shit, I say, damn. You know what I'm saying? Look at it, motherfucker say, damn, motherfucking nigga might try to take me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my full, I ain't got my full metal jacket. You see what I'm saying? You be hesitating. You be thinking like, damn, this nigga might take me. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm lifting and I'm strong and I'm, and I be like, nigga, I wish you would, nigga, please. Do me a favor, nigga. Do me a favor. Come on down, nigga. You see, and so that's what happens when you exercise your brotherhood, your masculinity and your manhood and your brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? And that's going to really, you know what I'm saying, when them links come together and niggas, you know what I'm saying, and you ball that motherfucker up, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, motherfuckers say, yeah, folks, when you 5 fingers, if you could ball it up and make a fist in there, but I tell you what, nigga, you can slap the shit out of a nigga like this too. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong. You can make the fist, you can ball it up and make a fist and shit. You can do it like this too and smack the shit out of a nigga. And you still, long as you know what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? It's a strategy. So family, what I'm saying today is, continue to enforce Black masculinity in all aspects of society. Quit blaming the women because they ain't got shit to do with it. If you was the sun, nigga, you the sun, nigga. And if you shining, everything in the I'm just telling you the formula. You see, we look and say, oh no, motherfucker, if you was growling, nigga, for real, if you was growling, nigga, everybody would respect you. You see, as a brotherhood too, if you was growling at these motherfuckers, you see what I'm saying? You see, even I'm watching them motherfucking lions, even when one ain't, even if he don't think he could take, he still look at him and, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I get back with you, but yeah, motherfucker, I'm about that though. You see what I'm saying? He'll lean down and shit. Even, that dominant, might smack him, but he still be looking at his ass like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna come back around here. Well, yeah, I'll be back around here. So let you know what I'm saying? You ain't even doing that. So if you growling on these motherfuckers and shit and this, that, and third, motherfuckers gonna respect you. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna see that energy and they're gonna respect you. And once you do that, being the central sun, everything gonna fall into sequence. You ain't gonna you can't get mad at everybody else because they didn't fell out of the orbit too. Cause you out of orbit, nigga. You the sun, nigga. You the central, the central being. You understand that evolves this shit on that level. And so if your ass ain't rotating and your ass ain't in your proper sequence and your proper state of mind and energy and natural order of the universe, everybody else gonna be out of order. That's just like you see these planets spinning around and the fucking sun just stopped. These motherfuckers gonna float off. The planet's gonna float off, nigga. Period. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna float off. So long as you doing what you supposed to do and you shine and motherfucker, you dominate and nigga, you run motherfuckers the fuck up off of your shit and you set your dominant masculine African Black masculinity down in this bitch and establish Black manhood as the dominant manhood in the Black community, and everybody else got to go. Ain't no motherfucking competition. Y'all motherfuckers has got me fucked up. You ain't no goddamn competition. Y'all get y'all shit and y'all get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Y'all got 24 hours, nigga, to be up out this bitch. Straight up. And that's how, nigga, be out of this bitch. Not even 24. Be out of this bitch by sundown. You see what I'm saying? That's the mother. We nailing motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? We putting the goddamn warrants on the mother. Every goddamn door in this motherfucker. Be out of this bitch by sundown. Black manhood is in full motherfucking effect. Real talk. When you get that way and you get that energy moving, this shit gonna fall into place. Any other way, nigga, they gonna leave your motherfucking ass behind. Believe it, nigga. Believe it. So let these motherfuckers talk you into a fucked up predicament. There's only one way out of this bitch. Victory. That's it. Victory. That's the only way about this bitch. Okay? Now you can try it and listen to a motherfucker. Yeah. The only way about this bitch is victory. Okay? All right, family. I'm gonna do the next one tomorrow. Then it got late, man. I got the, later them the baby's on down. You feel me? So I'll be black tomorrow. I'll schedule the next one for tomorrow, and I get busy early for your family. All right. Just the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.